So Peter Talks Vinyl, I've been jumping in. I was talking about some of my favorite artists. So this, I'm starting out with David Bowie's, really terrific Scary Monsters. I can literally talk about almost any David Bowie album, probably for hours on end, because I absolutely adore David all the way through Black Star. Just an incredible artist, incredibly important for not only just so many people in the world, but a lot of other musicians, because he basically said that there are no rules and you should be fearless and do what's in your heart. And I think that his music just explodes. This is a creepy, strange record. When I was 9 years old, Scary Monsters came out on an unsuspecting public in 1980. I kind of put this as at the end of his row of really out there records, right? Which started probably with Low. You could argue maybe Station to Station, but for me, Station to Station and Low, especially Low and Heroes and Lodger, all those records are pretty out there and fun and great and brilliant, but strange in some respects. This to me takes the cake of just weirdness and coolness. But what was neat about it is that I feel like Bowie was really figuring out how to capture that in 3.5 to 4 minute songs by and large. And so even though there's a lot of strange orchestration going on and he's doing crazy vocal stuff, I mean, It's No Game Part 1, which opens the record, has just this weird vocal that happens. He kind of comes in late. He's kind of yelling at places, going to some crazy falsetto in other places, deliberately going off key with these great doo-wop harmonies behind it. It sets the tone for the record. This is going to be a wacky ride and have fun. Scary Monsters and Super Creeps, one of my favorite grooves. Just really strange, cool stuff going on here. It's kind of like a prog pop record, but not prog in the sense of all this musicianship where everyone's playing really fast and tight lines. It's just a lot of disturbing, strange, risk-taking kind of sounds going on, and I love it. And it's all within the context of still making melodic commercial music to some degree, but you really get the sense that Bowie's just I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna have fun, and I'm gonna make sure that every song does not sound like the last. It's really, every song on this really is its own piece. The very famous song on this is Ashes to Ashes, which I would argue, if you have to pick a favorite Bowie single of all time, probably is mine, along with the video just being haunting, amazing, and melodically killer. We revisit Major Tom, and but this time we find out that Major Tom is on drugs, and maybe all that stuff about him visiting other planets was kind of not real. Or was it? We don't know. But it's really great. Very cool that he did that. The other kind of big single was Fashion, which is a fun, quirky, in-your-face video, and Bowie going for it as usual. But my favorite song on this record, believe it or not, is Teenage Wildlife, which to me is one of just the most beautiful, great songs, amazing lyrics. I could listen to that song forever. But the whole record is great. Scream Like a Baby is amazing. It ends with It's No Game Part 2, which is kind of strange. Just a really terrific album. And this to me is kind of the end where Bowie decides to go take a break and then reimagines himself as a pop superstar, and he comes out later on with Let's Dance 3 years later as his next full real studio record. He has a couple of other things going on before that. He goes on Broadway and whatever, but before he does, he leaves us with Scary Monsters, this strange masterpiece of a record. Again, if you don't know it, definitely check it out.